Can I have the envelope from Ernst & Young?
We're just in as much as suspense as you are. Don't worry. I guess they're having probably a little harder time tabulating the scores. So while our ladies are up here, you're looking at the top 8. They've had a journey of about 1 month right here in Vietnam, and it all comes down to this moment. So we will be choosing from the top 4. The other 4 remaining candidates will be automatically deemed as runners-up. And then we will be announcing the top 4, and then we will be putting them in the order of their elemental categories. Thank you, Ernst & Young. And then Miss Earth 2023 will be revealed. Are you ready? Are you ready? Is this side ready? Is everybody ready? Let's get it on!
Why am I so nervous?
I know, it's the music. It's the Thai people over there. It's the Filipinos over there. They're all making me very nervous. It's the Vietnamese everywhere.
And here we go, top 4.
Would you mind if I take the first one?
Okay.
Actually, you take the first one. I'll take the second one.
The first one to enter top 4 Miss Earth 2023 is Vietnam!
I thought you would enjoy doing that.
She looks so surprised.
Well, she is now officially in the top 4. Next up, there are only 4 countries on the list.
I think the crowd will be happy. This
And
crowd.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just saying they will be happy with this result.
Yeah, but... And the next country to make it on the list is... Philippines! Do you see why I asked you to take one and me take the other?
This feels so good.
It feels great.
Yeah, it feels great. The next one, entering top 4. Who is it? It's gonna be Albania!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, there is just 1 spot left for the top 4. I would like to remind everyone once again that the remaining 4 will automatically be declared as runners-up. So the final position for the top 4 and potentially your Miss Earth 2023. They have 1 more round to go through, so it is still potentially. Make some noise for Thailand! Sawadee ka!
Congratulations to the ladies that made it to top 4. As for you guys, please step forward, as right now, the remaining delegates will receive their sashes as this year runners-up.
We would now like to ask the 4 remaining delegates if you would please step forwards to receive your sashes as this year's runners-up. Ladies and gentlemen, as they receive their sashes, could I ask you all to dig deep and give them a huge round of applause?
And handling the sashes is Mr. Leng Ngọc An Min, representative of Pacific Group.
Come on, guys, dig deep. They've worked so hard for this.
I do believe that after the journey, they are all winners. They have won the love of so many people, so many fans all over the earth. So once again, congratulations!
Ladies and gentlemen, one final round of applause for our top 4 runners-up. Thank you, ladies. Now, back to our top 4. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last hurdle that will help the judges make their very, very difficult and crucial decision. We will be all asking them the same question, and each one will be given the standard 30 seconds to respond. As you can see, we have the gentleman behind them who will be putting on headphones on the remaining contestants so they do not hear the question and have time to formulate an answer. So, kindly put the headphones on, but we will start first with Vietnam. Please, Vietnam, take your place here. Gentlemen, please put the headphones on. On the ladies, let's be specific. They might put it on themselves.
Let's get down to business. The question is,
are the headphones secure? Okay. If the headphones are secure, we will ask the official question. And the official question is, Vietnam. An official at a recent climate conference was quoted as saying, "There is no science behind calls for the phase-out of fossil fuels." Do you agree? Why or why not? Vietnam.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
We'll start the timer again. An official at a recent climate conference was quoted as saying, "There is no science behind the calls for the phase-out of fossil fuels." Do you agree with this? Why or why not?
I believe that in order to have a more sustainable future, we must experiment with nature as well as humanity. And I believe that with anything that comes into our lives, we can achieve it through science or through our own humane society as one whole community of our planet Earth. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vietnam! Thank you, Vietnam. Let's now call Philippines. What happened to the Filipinos? They're on mute. Philippines, same question for you. Hopefully you didn't hear it, but here it is again. An official at a recent climate conference was quoted as saying, "There is no science behind the phase out of fossil fuels." Do you agree with this? Why or why not?
As someone who is from the medical field, I do believe that everything roots from science. And I think that the greatest gift that we have in this generation is the sophisticated technical installations that we have. And so there is science in the phase out of fossil fuels. But one thing that we can also agree on is we can always live the zero waste and a sustainable lifestyle. I've always been practicing it because sustainability will always ensure the stability in our future. And if we can master the transferability skills when the jobs phased out, then we will have a greener and a more sustainable future.
Philippines! Thank you very much. All right, next up, Albania. It's a great question, don't you think? It's a very timely one.
Very practical, and I think it needs a lot of thinking. These girls are amazing. I don't know how they can do it on the clock.
Albania, the question is, at an official recent climate conference, they were quoted as saying, an official was quoted as saying, "There is no science behind the calls for phase out of fossil fuels." Do you agree with this or do you not agree with it? Why or why not?
I do believe that a lot that's happening to our earth right now regarding also this problem is because of people. It's because of unawareness. It's because of not thinking that they do really have the impact to do the undoing, to actually make progress in this world. And I believe if we can plant the seed of love, we're going to carry all the other values we need to have. Persistency, consistency, determination, and actually passion for caring for our earth. I have passion about our advocacy. That's why I'm right here in front of you today. So, thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Albania. Our final contestant. Give it up for Thailand. Loving the passion of the crowd tonight as we get to the very sharp end of this particular pageant. The question for you, Thailand, is an official at a recent climate conference was quoted as saying, "There is no science behind the calls for the phase out of fossil fuels." Do you agree with this? Why or why not?
Can I get the question again?
The question is, there was an official at a recent climate conference who said, "There is no science behind the phase out or the calls for the phase out of fossil fuels." Do you agree with this? Why or why not? Do you believe there's science behind the call to phase out fossil fuels?
I believe if the right eyes and ears are on the right thing, like green energy and alternative from fossil fuels, I believe we can make a difference in combating the emissions we are giving out to our planet and helping our planet become a better place by investing and educating people about the green alternative there is. Thank you.
Thailand, ladies and gentlemen, and that, of course, will put tonight's, or this portion, to a close, right?
Yeah, the question and with the 4 amazing answers has officially closed the competition for tonight. And at this point, only we have to wait.
Yes, we do. Now, we got a few mixed reactions from this crowd here tonight, and it is a very tough decision, and only our judges